We're going to draw a gingerbread man today. 'Tis the season. Start with your circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. No cookie is. Now, the easiest way to do it, draw a stick figure. Do his torso, his two legs, make them as long as you want, then do his arms. And now what we're going to do, we're going to build off that stick figure structure. We'll give him little mitten-style hands. You can add fingers if you want, but the mittens are really easy. Just do a thumb, and then a little half circle. Connect it. Go back up the arm. Now let's give him some legs. Give him his little feet, and then do the same process like you did with the arm. Make sure your legs are even. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. He can have a short leg. He can have a long leg. And there we have it. We have the bones of our gingerbread man. Now the fun part, you can decorate him. Just like you would a regular cookie. Get your icing out. Let's give him little sleeve cuffs. Little ankle cuffs. And I'm giving him like a little swirl. A little bendy line. And now his little collar, some buttons. Let's add some circles for eyes. Do his mouth. Give him some lips. And then I'm going to add a little brow on each eye. Now we got our bones to our gingerbread man. Now you can add things. Let's go to the top of the head, draw a band across, and make a Santa hat. Do it however you want. You can even give him a chef hat, a little apron, draw a rolling pin in his hand. Now I'm going to make a candy cane. Add any kind of little accessory you want. Just decorate your gingerbread man. Now that we have the bones, I'm going to start to outline them. Now that we have our sketch done, we're going to start to outline them. And this step's pretty easy. Basically what you're going to do is retrace everything you already did, but you want to stay focused. You want to keep your lines straight. The outlining is very important because you don't want wobbly, shaky lines. You want to keep everything straight and everything looking clean. When I look at pieces of work, it can have amazing color, amazing shading, but you see the outlining, the bones of the piece. And if they're wobbly, wiggly, it kind of throws everything off. So really focus on your outlining. Don't drink a bunch of coffee before you start outlining, because then you're going to be jittery and shaky. Just really focus on keeping those lines straight. Put on some calming music. And what always works for me with straight lines is just keeping a lot of pressure on my hand, controlling my grip, and sliding the palm of my hand around, whether it's on the paper, whether it's on the iPad, and I just put all my control into my lines. And another thing about your outlining, I tend to use a bolder outline. I think it pops more, it stands out. I like to use a lot of colored backgrounds, so a darker, thick outline just looks better for my style. Depending on if you're using markers, what point you want your tip to be. Whether you're doing it digital, just change the size of your liner. But I like the bolder outline, and that's just me. And now let's do the mouth. Let's give him some big fat icing lips. Think of your pen or your pencil as a tube of icing. Let's get that mouth on there. You can give him any facial expression you want. You can make him happy, sad, angry. Now I'm going to finish up my accessory. Do a candy cane. And now that that's done, let's take our sketch away. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my outlining. I just like to add a little detail here and there. And when I know where to add the detail is I follow my curves and my lines. Where lines end, where lines meet back up. Just add definition around. Like little lines coming off his brow. Little lines that connect his legs to his body. I just add a little dash in there. And make little bends to his hat. Picture a Santa hat sitting down on the table. It's going to have movement to it. It's going to have bends in it. Think of that kind of stuff when you're outlining. I'm kind of giving him a scared face. Like he just seen that big fat man come down the chimney ready for a cookie. And now let's just add our little lines of the candy cane. I want to do these a little thinner. I don't want them to stand out too much. And then just follow your pattern how you want them. Don't make it too complicated. Now let's color him in. Kind of want him to be a tannish color. You can make him any color you want. Now I want to make the bottoms of his feet a lighter color. Let's give him some green eyes, little gum drops. Red Santa hat. Some red lips. I'm going to make him a little lighter. And color in our candy cane. Just follow your pattern. Red, white, red, white, red, white. And now I'll make the icing white. Just a classic gingerbread man. Same with my candy cane. And now I want to add some highlighted lines around him. I'm going to take a darker color than my base color. Just draw some lines down his side. Little detail. And just kind of put them along his body. Put them on the curves of his hand, up his arm, around his feet. We're going to do some around his eyes. And I do this because it makes the character pop a little more. I like the cartoony feel it always gives it. And you can add the lines anywhere you want. You'll know where to put them. Test it out. You may look at it and say, that doesn't work there. I'm going to put it here. Oh, I like that. Add some spots, because cookies have little crumbs. They have little holes in them. Now I want to take a lighter shade of green and just give the eyes a little candy swirl feel. Maybe they're like little peppermints or something. Spearmints. And do that on his buttons too. Now I want to do the same with the hat. Take a lighter color than the base and just add little lines throughout the hat. Kind of think of it cartoony, but where the light source is. We're not getting into heavy shading. We're not doing realism. This is just fun. And now what we have here, I got a canvas that I spray painted. I'm going to take that image and put it as my background. Give him a nice candy look and feel. And next, to really make him pop, I want to do like a white outline around him. I like doing bright white outlines on all my characters. It makes the image pop. It makes it kind of stand out from whatever background you're doing. And it makes the outlines look really good. So I'm just going to give him an outline. Right now I'm doing a luminance outline. It's a light brush, so it kind of gives him a glowing look. But you can do any kind of outline you want. Normally I just do, if I got markers, I do like a colored outline. If I'm doing this digital, I like a white outline, sometimes color. It all just matters how you're feeling. It's your art piece, do what you want, and that's what makes it original and unique. Authenticity, 1 of 1. And as we finish this up, we got our final piece. That's how you draw a gingerbread man.